Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today we're going to be doing my Shop My Stash for the month of May. So first things first, let's address the elephant in the room. Please disregard my hair. My bangs, living their huge and amazing best life. So it's looking a little crazy. I apologize in advance, but we're here, we're doing it. So let's talk a little first about the eyeshadow palettes that I used in the month of April. So I had the letters G and H. Oh, let me back up. I'm sorry. If you are new here, welcome. I am working on actually rotating through as much of my makeup this year as I can. I have a lot of makeup. And so one of the ways that I'm doing that is I am choosing an eyeshadow palette to focus on, typically 2 per month, that correspond with the letters of the alphabet. I know, super original. Anyway, so for G and H, I had these 2 palettes right here. So let's talk about the first one. This is by Crown Cosmetics. This came in a BoxyCharm, and this is their Glam Metals palette. Now, originally, I was really psyched to put this in for the month. It's got some just really fun colors here. We've got a good mix of some cool tones and some warm tones. They're all shimmer with the exception of this matte black right here, which honestly is not very black. But you guys, I did not pull for this. And the couple of times that I made myself use it, I really did not enjoy it. So I'm actually really sad to say that I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this guy. It's just not what I'm wanting right now. And the shadows are really good quality. I'm in no way knocking this brand or this palette or anything like that. It's just not what I'm wanting right now. So I think I am gonna go ahead and declutter this guy because realistically, many of these shades I do have in other palettes. The only shade that I think I'm going to be really sad to kind of part ways with is Pop Rock right here. It looks like this. It's this really grungy sort of golden kind of, I don't know, it's this like dirty gold with just a hint of olive in it. I don't even know how to explain it. And I really, really like it, but I can't justify holding on to this whole palette for just this one shadow, especially since I don't think to reach for it often enough. And I'm not going to cannibalize the whole palette just to pull out one shadow. I'm going to see if I can rehome this and find somebody who will give it the love that it deserves. So I'm glad that I pulled it in for April because it really was a little bit eye-opening in that way. So yeah, kind of sad there. But on the other hand, my Violet Voss Holy Grail palette, I love this palette. It is so stinking pretty. Yes, it is a bunch of warm nudes, but they're beautiful warm nudes and the shadow quality is really nice. I had so much fun playing with this. I really think that some of my favorite shades, Cool Beans is one, Cranberry Splash is another, How You Doin', I really, really like, and Ploof. These are all metallic shades, what a surprise. They are just so pretty. Like, look at them. They're so nice. I really, really loved using this palette this month, and this is one that I'm really, really happy to have in my collection. So that means that we need to pick some new eyeshadow palettes. So for this upcoming month of May, we're going to have I and J. So let's go ahead and shop my stash to see what we can find. Alrighty, so here we have everything that I brought in for the month of April. So let's see what we can go ahead and take out. The first 2 things we're going to remove are the 2 loose eyeshadows that I pulled in last month. I really did enjoy using these, and I think I want to make more of a point of bringing in some of these sort of single eyeshadows to make sure that they get some use. So I really did enjoy using those, and I think I want to continue to do that. We're going to leave my lip stuff alone because my lip drawer is always just an insane disaster that I don't even want to delve into. But let's go ahead and pull out the eyeshadow palettes from April. We're going to leave in my Lorac Mega Pro 4 because that is my unofficial Pan That palette for the year. Let's see, everything in here is going to stay. This is all of my base products. Almost everything in this drawer is in some sort of project. So we're going to leave all of that alone. Then over here, these are my bronzers. These are both in my year-long project pan, so both of those are going to stay. In my blush drawer, this is in my year-long project pan, but this NARS face palette, I really, really love this palette so much. So I'm really glad that I was able to bring it in last month. I didn't get as much use out of it as I kind of wish that I did, but again, that's just because I've got project pans going on, and so I've been showing those the most amount of love, but it's nice to be able to throw some variation in. The same goes for my highlighter drawer. This guy is in my year-long project pan, so it stays, but this was what we used for the month. This is from Laura Mercier. Am I right or am I wrong? I always get confused. Yes, Laura Mercier. This is from a few holiday seasons ago. Beautiful highlighting quad. It is so stinking pretty. I really enjoyed using this. I used this one a bunch. It's got this beautiful pink shift to it. Loved it so much. And then up here, all of this is going to stay. This is, again, very staple products. Powders, I have my setting spray, concealer I'm using at the moment, mascaras, my Ulla Hendricks Truth Serum. Oh, but I can take both of these out. I pulled in one of these, the one in the shade Starfire, for last month, and I enjoyed using it so much I grabbed volume as well. So I'll go ahead and pull those out because, again, I want to bring in some more of my sort of cream products to ensure those are getting rotated thoroughly as well. Okay, so now that we have pulled out everything that we used for April, let's go ahead and shop my stash for what we're going to use in May. All right, friends, so here we are again in my highlighter drawer, and right on top I can see, interestingly enough, I want to pull this in for the month of May. If you caught my Rainbow Roulette makeup challenge, I pulled this in for that, and I was so surprised by how much I actually enjoyed the purple highlighter color. So it's got 6 colorful highlights in here, which are normally not something that I go for, but I used this one and I was very surprised by how much I enjoyed it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull this in and play with it in May and see if it was just a flash in the pan or if I do actually enjoy colored highlights. Obviously very late to the party and probably missed the train, but you know, whatever. The other thing that I know I want to pull in is this right here. This was in my most recent BoxyCharm box and I stinkin' love it. It is so pretty. So I'm gonna pull both of those in. I don't think I'm gonna pull anything else in though, because I do have the highlighter in my year-long project pan that I don't want to be neglecting. So yeah, I think those are the only 2 that I'm going to pull in at the moment. Yeah, that's all I'm going to do for the moment. Okay. Okie dokie. Here we are in bronzers, bronzers, blushes, and some more just overall face palettes. Okay, so let's get some of these out of the way. Let's see. So I definitely want to go ahead and pull this guy in. I absolutely love this bronzer. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic, and I haven't used it in a while. This is what it looks like. Again, I know I've got the bronzer in my project pan, so I don't want to pull in too many, but I really do love this bronzer. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull in the one. But I do think I want to pull in this blush right here. It's just a really soft sort of pink, which I think will go nicely with sort of more springtime looks. No, thought that was a little bit more peachy, but I don't think it is. I don't know why, but I've just been craving kind of a pinky, not pinky, sorry, kind of a peachy, corally, that's darker than what I want. Just very springtime sort of blush, and I don't know that I have anything like that. Nope, that's more mauve-y. Those are both very pink. And that's very pink. California is very, very bright pink. Huh. Well, why did I think I had an Urban Decay one? Well, I do have this Jouer Duo, which I love. This is in Adore. Still, that's much more pink than what I'm craving currently. Let's see what's in this. Yeah, it's also much more pinky. All right, well, I guess I'll just leave it at the blush that I've got here, since I don't seem to have anything that is really, really speaking to me at the moment. But again, I have the blushes that are in my year-long project pan, so that will be fine. I don't know why, I've just been really wanting something very peachy. Okay, so this is the top of the set of drawers that holds the highlighters and blushes and bronzers and stuff that we just looked at. And this is where I keep either some of my bulkier packaged eyeshadow palettes or ones that I am just ridiculous and like looking at. But the reason that we're up here is because I think one of the palettes that I want to use is my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. So this would be for the letter J. I haven't used this guy in a while and I really love it. I think this would be a really good palette to work on in the month of May. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this in. Okay, and then for the letter I think I want to use this guy here on top. This is my NARS Ignited palette. I haven't used this one nearly enough, and again, it is just really, really beautiful, and I think it'll go really nicely with that Jaclyn Hill palette. So I think that's what I'm going to do for I and J. I don't think there's anything else that I would prefer for this month over it. Well, we do have my Identity palette. Haven't used this in a while, and I do really, really love it. Nope, I'm gonna stick with what I have. I'm gonna stick with what I have. Yep, gonna stick with what I've got going on so far. Okay, and just like last month, I want to make a point of pulling in some of my cream shadows. So I think I want to pull in this guy right here. I've not used it hardly at all, so I think I'm going to grab it. Ooh, and you. Yeah. This is Painted Lady by Stila. It is incredibly beautiful. Let's see if I can get you a good swatch. I mean, just look at that. It is just incredible. I love it. Definitely gonna pull that in as well. All right, so here is everything that we are going to be bringing in. So let's go ahead and get it put into its respective little areas. We'll do that last. Oh, my blush drawer is looking so sad. You know what, I think since there's not a lot of room, we'll just go ahead and we'll put my other bronzer in there to keep the blushes company. That is not gonna fit. So we'll put this here and we'll just let this live right there. Perfect. All right, so that is all of the makeup that, well, not all of the makeup, but a good start for the makeup that I will be using in the month of May. And I'm really excited about the eyeshadow palettes, especially the Jaclyn Hill palette. I've been seeing so many people using it lately, and it has inspired me to break that back out again. It is such a beautiful palette and so much fun to work with. So I'm very, very excited about that. And honestly, the NARS Ignited palette is such a beautiful palette. I am very excited to be working with that as well. Now, as far as the other products that I pulled in, you know that I have such a hard time balancing using other products beyond my project pan. So with that being said, I'm also going to be hauling some items as well. The Sephora spring sale, definitely there's going to be makeup purchases there and things like that. So I'm sure that I will be adding to what I'm using. But you'll see that at the end of the month when I pull everything back out again, and I'm sure I will be updating you throughout the month as well. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please consider subscribing before you leave. I hope that you are having an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye.